What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Locked In Sports, your home for player props, fantasy advice, and general sports news. It's March 12th, and I'm going to be heading into my 6 favorite locked in NBA props for the day, as well as a handful of other fun props that I noticed that I'm going to give to you guys. So, without further ado, let's head into it. It's going to be a fun day. All right. My first pick of the day comes from the Knicks versus 76ers game, and I like Tyrese Maxey for over 25.5 points. I know he didn't play in their most recent game, but that doesn't change how he's going to play next time. Today, he's been smoking the Knicks all season. He's averaging over 30 points a game against them, and that includes games with Embiid there. The beat out, I think Maxey's just set to absolutely smoke the Knicks. No one else on the Sixers that I can think of really did particularly great in their most recent matchup. Neither did anyone on the Knicks, and I think that this is Maxey's match to just wipe the floor with everybody. All right, my next pick comes from the Timberwolves versus Clippers matchup, which the Lions right now are saying that the Clippers are supposed to not blow out the Timberwolves, but supposed to beat them pretty handedly, and I just don't see that happening. I know Cat's out, but I feel like this is going to be a closer game than people are expecting because the Clippers haven't fared too well against the Timberwolves all season. First off, for the Timberwolves, I like Anthony Edwards for over 5.5 rebounds. I know he's a scorer. Rebound isn't the line you generally think of with Edwards, but he's over this line in 2 out of the last 3 games. He rebounded really well against the Clippers all season, and with Cat out, he's just seeing more rebounding action. I think he's going to grab a lot of boards this game, and I'm really confident in that. Now, on the other side of the action, I have 2 unders for the Clippers. I know unders aren't fun, but sometimes you gotta suck it up and just make the pick that's gonna make you money, even if it's not the most fun one to watch. So first off, Paul George for under 30.5 PRAs. He's only averaging 16 points, 5 boards, and 2 assists against the Timberwolves this season. Even with Cat out, even with the Minnesota defense not perfect, it's not gonna change his lines that much. Also, he's hurt. We're not sure if Paul George is going to play, there's always a chance that he starts the game and doesn't play his regular minutes because he's hurting. Even if he does play his regular minutes, I don't think he's hitting that line. So I'm pretty confident in the under, and he just hasn't been playing great recently at all. So Paul George under 30.5 PRA. All right, before I hop into this next pick, you might realize that my lighting's a bit different now. I just realized I didn't have my correct lighting set up for the first half of this recording. Sorry about that, guys, but it's late. These picks take a lot of time to dig up, so I hope you can bear with me, bear with the mid lighting for the first half of this, then we can just continue on with the picks. All right, thanks, guys. So, next pick is Ivaka Zubac for under 8.5 rebounds. Honestly, I'd take his under on anything. He's only averaged 4 points against the Clippers. He plays for the Clippers. Only averaged 4 points against the Timberwolves this season. He's averaging under on his rebounds. He's averaging under on everything, and it's not even close. He just gets shut down by Rudy Gobert every time they play. Yes, I said Rudy Gobert. That's his name. Deal with it. So, Ivaka Zubac under on whatever you want. You could take points, you could take rebounds, you could take PRAs. He might hit his assist line, but that's really the only one I see him potentially going over on. I'm taking under on rebounds personally. Yeah, Ivaka Zubac, under 8.5 rebounds. All right, on to the last game of the day, the Bucks versus the Kings. I have 2 picks here that I feel really confident on. This is a hard matchup to find lines for because the Bucks have changed the coach and improved their defense since they last played, but I feel confident in these, so I'm going to hand them out to you guys. First one is Damian Lillard for over 6.5 assists. He's averaging 7.5 assists. He went over this line in his last game versus the Kings, and in his previous 2 games that he's played, he had 11 and 12 assists. against the Lakers and the Clippers, who are both good teams, both competitive teams. Like, I think the Kings are in that same sort of vein, where they're going to give the Bucks a challenge and they're going to make them play their best ball. Yeah. Dame is a slept on assist machine. He is handing out dimes. Yeah. Damian Lillard over 6.5 assists. I don't have anything more to say because he's just a slept on assist machine. And he's going to hit this line. All right. Last solid pick of the day, like Harrison Barnes for over 10.5 points. He's been averaging 12 points over his last 10 games, and he scored 14 in his last matchup against the Bucks. Finding Kings players I wanted to hand out lines for was kind of difficult just because the Bucks defense has changed, but I like this. Harrison Barnes has been playing well. He's been playing well against the Kings. He's been playing well in general over the last few games, and I think that this is a line that he's going to hit. Yeah, it's that simple. Harrison Barnes over 10.5 points. All right, guys. So those are my 6 favorite picks for March 12th, but I dug up a lot more in my research and figure I might as well hand them out. These aren't picks I'm fully endorsing, but they're picks I found and I like, and I'll hand them out to you guys. And if one of these picks happens to be for a player you like that you feel confident in and you want to take it, all the power to you. I'm going to run through these really quick. First is Kyle Lowry for over 7.5 points. He's been solid against the Knicks all season. I think he might hit it. There's SGA for over 32.5 points. He's playing the Pacers. It's a fast-paced game. I really wanted to take an OKC prop, and this was the best one I could find. Tyrese Halliburton for over 14.5 rebounds plus assists. The man has not been scoring well at all recently, but he's been assisting and rebounding pretty well. He generally does at least one of those two at a high level every game, so take that as you will. Giannis, over 6.5 assists. I know he's not someone we think of as a good assister, but he's been assisting surprisingly good recently. And I think that streak might continue, and he might go over this line again. Or if you want to play it safe, take Giannis for a double-double. We know he's going to hit it. It's not good value at all, but if you just want a safe bet to add to a parlay, take Giannis for a double-double. He's going to do it. And lastly, I got 3 picks here. Players that played really, really well in their last matchup, the Kings versus Bucks matchup, played abnormally well to where I want to throw them in. Can't fully endorse them because I don't know if they're going to repeat it, but just hear me out. Malik Monk over 27.5 PRAs. He went 28, 7, and 7 last time he played the Bucks. There's Kevin Huerter over 14.5 PRAs. He went 26, 10, and 3 in their last matchup. And Malik Beasley for over 16.5 PRAs. He went for 23, 4, and 5 in their last matchup. All players who balled out the last time these teams played. Might do it again. I hope they do, but don't have full confidence in them. So take that extra handful of picks as you will. I figure it's better to hand them out to you guys, let you have fun with them, than to just leave them on the cutting room floor. But that's going to be it for today. Picks from March 12th in the NBA. I hope you guys make some real money with these. I hope you guys have fun with them. And if you have any additional picks that I didn't mention that you feel confident on, leave them in the comments, get a discussion going down there. Feel free to share your picks, help each other out. I think it's awesome to have that. But yeah, if you guys could subscribe, like the video, that'd be much appreciated. I'm going to be posting these picks pretty much daily. Going to do my best to get them out to you guys, as well as some other content about fantasy sports and about just general sports news. So, subscribe, turn on notifications so that you're updated whenever I post these videos so you can get the best picks out there. And yeah, have a good one.